How's everybody doing? Yeah, that captures how I feel perfectly. Yeah, I fucking like passed out, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know my integrity right now. Basically, like all work and no play makes you fucking want to break stuff. And that's basically it, really.
Where's the game, Marek? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm getting it up. all work and no play makes America a dull boy. No TV and no beer make Homer something.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do! No. Seriously, Zig was at the forefront of, like, shit that happened earlier. Point is that, like, I'm like... I feel as though my integrity of my mind comes from, like, you know, just my ability to be fucking free and not have to do stupid shit. For, like, a few hours of my day.
Yeah.
I think I posted this the other. I've had like no free time for like the longest while, and now I'm like, woo. Not like there's anything wrong. Not like there's anything wrong to like with this right now because I do this to like whatever. But like now if it's like now if I have to deal with like a fuck you moment of oh yeah, you got to do this today too, which basically cuts like half of your like personal time down to like whatever amount it is.
Basically next to none.
Yeah, so it's like, oh great. So that's the reason. All right, so two reasons as to why we're not going to be streaming Monday and Wednesday. If I was going to start a new game on Mondays now because I have like different work hours, which makes it more consistent to do. And I had an idea of what I wanted to do somewhat, but that's kind of null now, only because whatchamacallit. Oh, you're right. We got to go back to the Dacre tree. We're doing an item roundup. So you know what the problem with that is, though, right? Is
because we're coming up to October and everything like that, so we're doing the 31 nights of October and shit.
Yeah, I don't want to start a new game like a literal, and then you gotta wait a month to see more of it.
Yeah, which I understand and shit, you know?
It was the reason why we didn't do a Friday night, like, fight for Halo Reach like a couple like months back because we were going right into Halloween and we started Halo Reach afterwards.
Yeah.
That was a good, like, that's honestly like a good lesson to learn if you're like going into streaming. If you want to do a spectacular, which to be honest, don't do unless you've like somewhat established a bit.
Yeah.
But if you're somewhat like established a bit, like acclimated to like the streaming style, because things won't like things will not like fuck up like if there's something happens. So you just have to like sort of like, you know, worry. Plus it'll give me some extra time to work on some of the other stuff for 31 Nights of Spooktober. Mainly because I have a what else? I know there's like a couple of like things in here we could get now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember what the fuck we're trying to get in here. I know we gotta go back inside the... Okay, the one that pisses me off is the Dodongo's Cavern, because that's one where, you have to, like, be an adult to get everything. With the hook shot and stuff like that, so...
Right.
I'm gonna wait to do that one. I just came back in here to get, like, a couple of, whatchamacallits. Those bugs, the spiders, the golden skulltulas.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, if you're gonna stream, just basically get your, like, priorities set up for something. It's the same sort of reason why, like, because I work at, like, certain times, it's like, oh, I forget to post that to the new videos tab and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or my favorite is the straw poll where we had like glitches.
Oh right, so we had. I'm pretty. Quite honest. I think moving forward, I think we're gonna just stick to Google Forms and whatnot.
Yeah, straw poll. Because straw
viewer
poll kept
poll
like
and whatnot.
fucking up too with like shit in general. Oh god,
Oh yeah, no, like fucking. I'll say this right now. I voted on the last one and shit.
and it didn't show
And
up.
it didn't fucking count.
How do I
Which was
check the
fucking
results for the new poll?
weird.
Because I have to
Did I give you permission for that?
I don't know.
Cause I can look through it through my thing.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, I have
Because I have to send it around to like other chats and stuff like that in some cases. And post it on Twitter. This might be the first. This might be like the first. I don't even know what to call it. Like, you pick Thursday.
You pick live, Nickelodeon's You Pick Live.
Yeah, basically it's you pick live. Huh?
Here you go, Marek. I gave you permission as whatchamacallit.
Sweet. So I don't gotta vote in order to get it. I don't have to vote in like triple.
Also, hey Cam, how you
How's
doing?
it going, Cam? Wee woo. Oh god. But yeah, like I even downloaded one of the games that we're gonna be doing today. Cause Friday, when is like the first? It's Friday's the first, right?
Yes, Friday is the first.
So yeah, perfect time to start that game then, because I was gonna do that as a Friday night fright. And this is gonna be the first time I've ever played Alan Wake.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see how like long or like what the game is like. Cause I know it's like a third-person horror game, which is cool. And I know it has a lot to do with like flashlights and shit. And I know that like the game is kind of like dead. It hasn't seen like a new entry in like years. And it hasn't seen a new entry in years. And who made it? Ubisoft?
I think so, yeah.
Oh great, I hope I don't need to download Uplay to play this stupid thing.
Oh wait, no. Remedy actually made this.
Oh, okay, so that's fine.
Yeah. My bad.
It's all good. Well, I think, you know what? Either I'm mistaken, but I think there was like an Alone in the Dark game that stole the concept of like how you play Alan Wake with the, you have to shoot stuff in the light or whatever.
Was that like the 2008? Oh wait, no. Alan Wake came out in 2010.
It's basically the sad state of something like Alone in the Dark. It had that like one really good remake, and then
Oh, Illumination. That's what I'm thinking of.
yeah,
And that was like,
it was multiplayer only, literally like a COD Zombies survival mode that was just shit.
yeah, I heard that it was like really fucking bad.
Once again, the sad state of the Alone in the Dark franchise.
Yeah.
No, I honestly think, you know what they should do with Alone in the Dark, whoever has the license, but I highly doubt they are, because more than likely it's someone like Activision or whatever.
It's Atari.
Of course.
Because remember, the original Alone in the Dark was developed by Infogrames and everything.
Oh yeah, right. No wonder why the series... Oh, that series was cursed from the start then, man.
Yeah.
No, but like,
You know, you make something really cool that's like very, like, you know, innovative before the time and whatnot.
and then the next
And then
thing...
you get,
And the
and then
next
you get
thing...
fucking,
You go first.
and then you get outshined by Resident Evil.
And then the next thing you know, you buy out Humongous Entertainment and you freaking default the company. You dissolve the company.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
I forgot that you watched that fucking, that whatchamacallit, that document. I still need to watch that video.
That's funny because I fell
quite honest
asleep.
with
I
you.
fell asleep listening to his Freddy Fish documentary. Yeah. Who would have guessed that like Humongous Entertainment is something good to like go to sleep to, really?
Yeah.
Not that it's like bad
Didn't the
information.
creator of Putt Putt go to jail for like tax fraud or something like that?
Wait, what? Like the
Yeah, I
physical,
remember
like the creator of the character, or the creator of the game.
that. Yes. Shelly Day, the creator of like Putt Putt and whatnot. She's the one who created this series, like, and the character, like, as a whole and whatnot.
Putt Putt
she
commits
was sentenced
tax
to, like-
fraud.
Yeah. She was sentenced to like 30 months for like tax fraud or something like that.
Once again, something as wholesome as Putt Putt led to an arrest because of tax fraud. Man, I wonder what the fuck. I wonder what the deal with Humongous Entertainment and white collar crime is. Like seriously. Did someone try to like?
Ron Gilbert didn't do anything like fucking.
Didn't also someone try to like get extra money out of like their firing or something like that?
Out of Humongous?
Yeah, like someone had to do with like selling. Someone was trying to like make like a background deal or something like that, get more money out of like selling the company or whatever. Other than that tax.
No, you're thinking of what I was trying to talk about and shit.
Oh.
That was Shelly Day.
Oh.
Where she was like, oh, I got this, Disney agreed to buy part of, this fucking other company I'm in called Hula Bee, and, like, presented, like, forged documents and shit. It was just her trying to get her, like, dream home and shit.
Well, I guess also like the dissolving of the company also counts as a whatchamacallit, white collar crime event too.
I don't know about that.
And then the next thing you know, like, once again, I just find it kind of funny that Putt Putt says, like, she made that character for her, like, child to go to bed to. Like, it was like a bedtime story, and then all of a sudden it's turned into fucking, like... It's turned into, like, a fucking, Putt Putt commits tax fraud and shit like that. Pep, I can't wait to go to jail. Oh my god.
Shut up, Marek.
Too corrupting.
Ah, Mike. Let me see. There you are. Let me just move you in. And you should be live.
How's it going, Mike? We're talking about like the disillusion of freaking Humongous Entertainment with the tax fraud behind like the creator of Putt Putt and I don't know, just madness in general. That's the seriously though,
we're
like
also trying to find like any items that we've might have, you know.
Let me find out. Yeah, we might have like missed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mainly the gold Skulltulas.
As far as I recall, in the Deku, go all the way to the boss room area. Well, not to the boss room area. Go down to the basement of the Deku tree.
I got the one in like the room that you have to like bomb open.
Yeah, where the baby Gomas are. Yeah, you got that. Check your map. Check your dungeon map. If you see a gold Skulltula icon on the map, that means you got everything.
Oh, okay. That I did
It also
not
means
know.
it also means you got everything. You got all the gold Skulltulas in that area.
Sold
Okay,
out.
yeah, you're clear. Check the dungeon map. I saw it right there. See that gold Skulltula symbol on the map? You got everything you
Oh,
can
okay.
possibly from this area.
Oh, great. So basically, if I want to go check Jabu Jabu's belly, I have to go all the way back there and like check the map.
Yeah, you can just take the shortcut from the Lost Woods to Zora's Domain.
Oh yeah, right.
That's right. You have the ability to go through the shortcut there.
Because I'm also trying to like keep away from the castle like until like we're ready to go check stuff out.
Yeah.
Cause I gotta get like the gold. What?
When you get to the castle, there's a detail that you probably never saw.
The dying soldier.
You saw that good, right?
Yeah, I remember like running across him once, and I'm like, what the? It crashed. Beautiful.
Oh, it crashed.
Oh.
That's not good.
Hold on, let me.
The dying soldier thing. the dead soldier thing. That's quite a very.
Oh, it was a full emulator crash too.
Full MU clash.
There we go. We gotta wait 30 seconds. But yeah, like.
So,
the dying soldier. It's interesting.
yeah.
There's also like that weird skull in front of like Ganon's castle near the end. That's like a monster that nobody's seen before.
What skull?
There's like a giant like skull. It's not like a giant skull, but it's like a big skull. Somebody made like a video about it, and it's just like it's basically just set dressing. It's kind of like you know, the humanoid skulls in it's kind of like all the bones that are in like the graves and shit, you know.
Oh yes, in the royal family's tombs. Yeah.
Yeah,
those.
Yeah, it's like something you're not really supposed to like think about, but somebody.
I mean, I found a horn. Yeah, in the original version, I found a horned skull, like some sort of demon skull, that was around in the ruins near there. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And here's a Hylian soldier helmet. You know, what's this? You know.
Yeah, somebody got killed fighting. It's like stuff like that. Like, this is sort of thing. I feel like that's the stuff that context clues like sort of teach you in school and shit.
Don't we have to go back to the
Yep.
Deku tree now just to get that shit out of the way?
Yep.
Check the Deku tree. Yeah, to kill the Skulltulas.
Then I gotta get like bugs and get some. But I can do those like any. I can do those like any time, right? Like put a bug in the dirt and get them, or is that only in Majora's Mask that does that?
Bugs. The only way you can put a bug into the soft soil hole is as a child. You cannot do it as an adult.
Oh, even if there's like a little bean sprout in there, I can still do it?
Yes, yeah, that works though.
Okay, cool. So we might as well hit some of those until we get like the ability to go get the Master Sword again. But Yeah, like that's the thing though. I feel like a lot of people forget about set dressing, sort of things like that, or context clues. You know what I'm saying when it comes to like video games and shit.
I mean, it's
Like, you know, oh, you found like the demon skull in Ocarina of Time or whatever, right? Or the dying soldier.
but the dying soldier, you could easily miss that.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
If you pull the Master Sword, then go back in time 7 years, back, he's gone. You know, you can't find him.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll completely miss what it says because he's already gone. You know,
Yeah.
his body was already taken away. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah. No, like,
Interesting, like what happened to him. You know.
yeah, like that's what I'm
He's
talking
dead.
about.
What happened to him? You know.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's a cool little thing. Cause I'm gonna be honest, like Ocarina of Time's a game where it's like I forget exploration exists sometimes, only because like you know, you
There's
go.
a lot of dungeon exploration too. Oh, did you know that I always did this because as a kid the Goma babies freaked me out. You can shoot their eggs and kill them before they hatch.
Oh yeah.
When I saw them on the ceiling, I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? As a kid.
Yeah, it looks weird. You can destroy the eggs before they land and hatch with a slingshot.
It's kind of funny that like they have to like fall to the ground and hatch. They can't just like no other like you know hit can make them hatch or something.
And that's another. I just look at it now. I'm like, why are there still Goma babies here? It's like, uh-oh, you know. Makes
Yeah,
you
they
think
could
that,
still grow into like the bigger one.
Another Goma, you know. It's like, did you really do it, or is you know? But no, her children are still here. You know, it's kind of a freaky thought.
Some of the monsters, right? Like Breath of the Wild, I think taught us like that some of the monsters are like natural and others aren't.
Yeah, some monsters are natural because well
They just kind of like exist.
There were monsters before Demise, I believe.
Yeah. Cause like, you literally look at some of the stuff. Like look at some of the stuff like the whatchamacallits in what the hell is the name of that game? Skyward Sword. Like look at the Kikwi. The Kikwis are adorable, but they do not look like they're you know. They straight up do not look like an animal. They're just kind of like a weird little like grass back like hedgehog monster thing. Same goes for like the mole people in Death Mountain and those the protozoars as I call them. It's kind of neat to see that though, you know what I'm saying?
All right, so check your map. I think you should have everything in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Child dungeon.
Might as well save to make.
Check. Make sure you did get it though. Check the map in the dungeon just to make sure you got that gold Skulltula symbol.
I know I had it last time because that was like the only one I needed.
That was the only one you found? Okay.
Yeah, I got all the other ones because like they try to trick you into thinking you need like the boomerang and shit, but you can like backflip. Like
Yeah,
there's little neat that stuff I like details like that where they trick you and then like you can problem solve by like, oh wait a minute, if I do this I can like get something faster than you know the way I think they might have intended it to.
Another. Yeah, backflipping works because it slightly elevates you higher, but what else?
The jumps pissed me off in this game though because I'm like, I was so used to games with jumping. I'm like, how come I can only jump doing this? I want to jump up. Why can't I jump? You learn over time. Though imagine if this game,
the jumping in this game, as far as I know, is derived from A Link to the Past because there's only as soon as you reach a ledge that can be climbed down, Link will automatically jump down, just like in this game. Link will automatically jump off a ledge, you know.
No, imagine if you get like the rocks cape or the.
If you're slow enough, he will hang down, and then you can just safely, if you feel like it, lower yourself down.
Yeah. Though imagine.
The only Zelda game that ever had jumping in it as a manual button was Zelda 2.
And whatchamacallit, now Breath of the Wild too, you can jump.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild, I know, it's just Breath of the Wild took a page of jumping at his
When I saw the jump button, I freaked out. I'm like, wait, you can jump in Zelda?
Funny enough, I try to replicate the jumping from Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess by whenever I reach a ledge, I automatically just press jump as I'm running. Because it's a force of
I
habit.
think we found
I
some
can't help
bugs.
it.
I don't know. Jumping in
Oh, did you do
Zelda.
the Deku Scrub? Did you do the Deku Scrub target thing?
Oh yeah, I got it.
Good, very good.
I got like I got like both bullet bags. 50 in you stupid
There was
bug.
no hole. I didn't see a hole there. There was supposed to be a hole. I heard the thing, but there was no hole. Must be an emulator.
Yeah, the funny story about that actually, Mike. If I quote unquote fix the emulator for that bug, you know what happens?
There's no grass.
The game flips upside down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so
Ever tried to? You should. Another interesting thing is if you try to, when you fall down a hole, the camera is fixed. But if you do a jump attack, a manual jump attack towards the hole, the camera will follow Link falling down into the hole, and you will see all the out of bounds areas. It's interesting. But of course, it will
neat.
still go inside the hole, though. Still, it's just a funny little interesting thing.
It's pretty neat actually.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Interesting enough, there's a lot of water underneath. There's a lot of water underneath the maps.
High rolls and island.
Yeah.
You know that would actually explain like the flooding in but freaking Wind Waker. Also, like if you look closely, sometimes like textures like that'll disappear too. It honestly wasn't this bad in fuck. It wasn't this bad in like freaking Majora's Mask. I can't think of the word. Shit.
No, I mean it's because, from what I remember, it's because the water has to start somewhere because the water has like some kind of weird collision that it has to start from somewhere out of bounds, you know, which is like interesting.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the water. I'm talking about like the weird texture glitches. Yeah.
I never. The only time I ever had texture glitches was when I accidentally tilted the cartridge of Majora's Mask.
Merrick, it's left, up, right, left, up, right.
Left, up, right, left, up, right.
Did you try and get an N64 controller? There are ones made for the computers.
They also made one for the Switch, which can probably also be used.
Brilliant in my opinion.
I don't. I think I said it before, but I think I'm blaspheming because I'm playing this with a PS4 controller.
Yeah, and it's much more of a challenge.
Oh no, it's easier with the PS4 controller.
Impossible.
So some would say, broken. I wish that those stupid gold Skulltulas wouldn't only appear at night sometimes too.
Yes, in certain locations they do appear at night. In the graveyard, I think as both a child and adult, there is one Skulltula. On the right side of the graveyard near the royal family's tomb. You need the boomerang or the hook shot to get it.
Oh yeah, right. That one I can wait till because we gotta go back to the graveyard anyway to get the hook shot. So
Just use the sun song to change to night.
oh yeah, right too. I can do that. Now over here, before we do anything, we gotta go inside of the big fish.
Zora's domain. I think there's a Skulltula behind the waterfall.
Oh, yep, I got everything
At
inside the
nighttime.
belly. We don't have to do this stupid dungeon anymore. Zora's domain where at nighttime?
I have to double check.
So, let me try the sun song over here, actually.
Alright.
It has to be frozen. I think you have to come back there as an adult, I think. Maybe.
The
Hold on.
frozen?
As an adult when it's frozen, I think. But let me double check. I kept
Alright.
like little notes in a book when I was playing this game as a kid.
Oh, it's just like the cheat sheet I have for like other games.
I know, but this was like this was like a personal journey. A journal entry thing I put down. It was
I hear something.
fun.
There he is.
Yep.
Do 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 do. Ba-da-da. I think the sun song is growing on me. Cause I do like the notes. I just don't like the ending with the. Ba-da-da. There we go.
Yeah.
Whoop. Alright, so let me see here. There's Jabu Jabu, or Jabu Jabu.
Jump, jump.
Okay, you got the one by the tree.
Jump.
The one at the tree that fell down
Yeah.
near the fairy cave. Okay, you got that one right.
Oh wait, let me just
Okay,
make
you're on
sure.
top of the rock. Yeah, there was a Skulltula there.
Yeah, I got that one, I guess.
Or the log. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the one on the wall. I threw the boomerang at him.
Yeah. Hold on. Double checking.
You know what's funny is the ice cave is still here as like a child, which is kind of weird. You just can't access it. I'm trying to find it though. It's like over here. Yeah, there it is over there.
Okay, the next time at this place, yeah, you need to come back here as an adult to get with the silver gauntlets.
Oh yeah, right.
There's a hole right underneath the silver boulder, and underneath it is a whole other side chasm that'll bring you all the way up to the top of the cliff, where there's a gold Skulltula.
Okay.
Yeah, you need the silver gauntlets for that.
So that's easy to do. I wish there was a transportation. Well, I was gonna say that, but we get the transportation songs.
At the bottom of this pool is a piece of heart, but you need the iron boots.
And the Zora tunic.
Yep.
You can get pieces of heart with the boomerang, right?
I think it depends. I don't know. Like it might get you to it, but it might drop it too. It kind of drops it.
Huh.
Like it'll drop as soon as it's like a foot in front of you. So like I guess watch where you're throwing it. But
Yeah.
it's strange. It has a weird collision with certain items.
Cause I'm thinking of going to get the. Cause I was thinking like if I can get the boomerang, if I can use the boomerang to grab stuff, I could probably go to like the Death Mountain, and get that one heart piece. That's on the volcano.
Oh, it's in the volcano. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you have enough hearts, you can go in there. But,
Oh yeah, no, I have enough hearts. Cause the timer's based on the hearts,
yeah,
so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, go back into the domain. There's another hole. There's a hidden hole. I just realized. I think you can use a bomb to blow it open. It's
I hear
right where
another.
the-
I also
it's
hear
right where
another
the door is
Skulltula.
standing.
Ow.
Oh yeah, it's on the ladder. But after you get it, go back into the domain because there's a hidden hole where Zora is standing. It's on that platform in the water.
Platform in the water. I think I know. Charlie, you're gonna be playing Luigi, Charlie. Oh my god, I know.
Yep.
Alright.
Weird casting.
Actual thoughts, what do you think of Chris Pratt as Mario? I honestly find it weird, but if he was like I said, if it was live action and he gained weight to play Mario, I think that would be good. Frickin'
You can always turn it back to nighttime again. Get the Skulltula. Just real quick.
Wait.
It's on the ladder. Look for the ladder first.
Oh yeah, right, down here, right?
Yes, that's right.
Frickin' I almost forgot. The frickin' Mario movie.
Yeah,
Another
what is
shit.
casting?
Jack Black is Bowser, which is great.
Jack Black is gonna be.
That-
Oh wait, you can. Yeah.
That
Jack
I
Black.
will always like. That I will defend with all of my like whatchamacallit. Charlie.
Now I'm just
There's only one
imagining-
person truly worthy to play Mario other than Martinet. Danny DeVito.
Yeah, it's Danny DeVito.
A Mario Charlie. Oh, Captain Lou Albano. Oh yeah.
Oh, you go to hell before you
God
die.
rest his soul.
Once
Rest his
again,
soul.
I've said this before, like, look, Mario is, like, Captain Lou Albano Mario, frickin', what the frick was it? I said his name yesterday, but now I can't remember it.
Danny DeVito.
Not Danny DeVito,
Bob Hoskins.
yeah, Bob Hoskins Mario.
Oh, yeah.
They're different enough in their portrayal that I find them entertaining. It, like, they make
Imagine.
Mario alive, you know what I'm saying? It's because he's live action. The movie's gonna be CG, right? We're gonna be looking at Mario. Mario
Yeah,
voice. Like, Mario voiced by Chris Pratt is just, like, very strange to me.
Yeah.
Like I said, if he gained weight and was in costume, it'd be perfect. Oh, hi, Merrick. Your princess will talk. Perfect timing.
Hey, yeah, go into the water. There's a Zora that's standing on a platform. Now, I think you can use a bomb to open it. If not a bomb, then I think you have to get the Song of Storms. Because the Song of Storms can also open up hidden holes.
Yeah, if I had the rumble, if I had like the Stone of like Agony.
Yeah, the Stone of Agony, it'll give you, let you know.
Yeah, I think I need the Song of Storms to open this.
I think so, and I think it only opens as an adult, maybe. No, I think it opens up as a child too.
Yeah.
I remember theorized that this was that hole was the unicorn fountain, or something like that.
One in like the water or whatever was allegedly the unicorn fountain, but I don't know how.
Just casually just bomb a Zora.
I would never do such a thing, though.
The Zora was just like, oh shit, he just placed a bomb.
He could jump in the water; he'd be fine.
Did he even get hurt anyway?
Zora chucks a flame grenade.
You ever seen the Halo mod for Zelda Ocarina of Time? It is hilarious.
There's a Halo mod?
Yes, it is absolutely amazing. It's like it's all of Ocarina of Time in all the maps, in all of its textures too. You know, it's hilarious. Epona is a warthog.
That is kind of funny, actually. Holy cannoli, guys! I'm Mario, and I'm telling you, if you're okay with Chris Pratt playing Mario, you're gonna turn into a Goomba.
But yeah.
If Chris Pratt went out of his way to go all out Mario, I'd be very accepting of it. Oh wait, I almost forgot about this guy. We gotta stop him from rolling.
Oh yeah.
You can also do, yeah. You just gotta use a bomb. That's all. Or bomb flower.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. Who wants to voice him?
I'll do it. Why did you stop me? Don't stop me here. You can't stop my wild rolling.
Gotta stop him at the signpost. I just remembered.
All right.
This wild rolling is the only way to
Knock you out of the way. Careful.
Lou Albano grew his only. I feel this, Goron. But Lou Albano grew his own mustache. He will always be Mario.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, he even, like, shaved off his signature beard and shit. Now, stand in my awe of my wild rolling.
Imagine if he would, like, went on set, like, late at night, dressed as Mario.
Where's the signpost again?
Over here.
Yeah.
You gotta stop him at the signpost.
Don't stop me here. Don't be scared. Yeah, I stopped you. Give me a prize.
Yeah, give him a prize before Volvagia takes him.
Alright, I'll give you this in praise of your courage.
You got the big bomb bag. I can't wait to get the biggest bomb bag. No, but like, yo, Captain Lou Albano, like, he's a great, like, he was great. He was the best Mario. Bob Hoskins Mario I like too, only because like that movie appeals to my strange sense of humor.
Yeah, it has. Like, I was actually just. Oh,
fuck you, Luigi.
Tell your priest, your rabbi,
Your minister.
tell your priest, your rabbi, your minister, or you'll go to hell before you die.
Yeah.
Hey, I found a sneak peek at the Mario movie. Is this the one? I think I might know this.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario. Oh, let me see this. Let me see this.
I'll be right back.
I'm just imagining Jack Black's Bowser cursing at Mario.
Fuck you! You piece of shit! Hello, Mario.
A whole heap of pasta pile. A whole heap of pasta pile of information. Fucking love that. Fucking love that clip. I still can't believe. I could imagine Deke making that as the funny thing, but it's not real.
I'm just imagining Jack Black's Bowser doing the cursing things that people use for YouTube poops.
Do I really have to f my own cousin?
No, the fuck you, you piece of shit. You know that thing.
No, imagine it's like King Koopa Bowser from fucking Mario Brothers Super Show in the movie. I'll get those pesky plumbers.
This link right here.
Oh wait, no wait, that's the
that's the Halo Zelda multiplayer. It is absolutely beautiful.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Whatchamacallit. We stopped him and got a, whatchamacallit. A whole heap of pasta pile of information. I blew a hole to the giant Goron that needs, eye drops in order to build me a sword later.
That's actually the brother of that Goron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right.
Goron's on top of Death Mountain.
Oh yeah, right. He gives you the giant's knife.
Yeah, which breaks. But is able to beat Dark Link with it. You're able to beat Dark Link with the giant's knife broken.
A whole heap impossible. Oh yeah, I wanted to say something too about these stupid propaganda bots. I hate them.
Wish, step up your game.
I mean, you need to get the wallets.
I know.
Check the Kakariko Spider House. I think you'll be able to get a wallet now with how many skill tools you have.
I'm just making sure, like, because I want to get like the whatchamacallit upgrade. The thing with the what the hell's the name of that? The mask. You know the one I need the Mask of Truth for?
Yeah, it's for the Dust and Stones.
Yeah, you gotta go back to the Lost Woods and talk with the freaking Diggers. I almost called them Koopas. Fuck, hell, I can't. I got Mario on the brain, and I got those stupid robots breathing down my neck.
The robots!
Oh, okay, you
With
got
the nuclear weapons program!
Robots!
Okay, yeah, the Mask of Truth for that Deku Scrub thing, yeah, you need that. Or the Skull Mask. The Skull
Use
Mask
Jack
works
Black's
too.
edition tape for Bowser. I'm not even joking. This is legit. Okay, let me see this. Let me see this. I have to know what Jack Black did for his audition. Monument.
God damn it,
I
Monument.
hate you.
Oh.
Jack Black dancing. Dude's got some moves, man.
Yeah.
I found what Jack Black says when Mario rescues Peach.
What does he say, Mike? Here's what Jack Black says when Mario rescues Peach.
Sorry.
Fuck you, Mario.
I was just transported to fucking 2007 for a minute there.
Damn it, Mario! Stop kidnapping the princess back!
Cock ass!
I remember hearing all those voice clips on old YouTube poops, and now they've resurfaced as memes, and it's perfect.
I know.
Five Nights at Freddy. And then Jack.
Goron's not there. I don't know why he's not there as a child. It's just...
And then Jack Black comes out dancing like he comes out like Kazatsky kicking the frickin' Merrick, it's so hot. Get out of here. No. Those were Jack Black.
So hot! Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you know what was amazing actually?
Tenacious D days and whatnot. Yeah.
Doesn't he still do Tenacious D? No.
Yeah. I guess, you know.
Yes, Papa Boris. Those were Jack Black. He was in a band where he did a lot of cursing.
Parody metal band, it's great. Tenacious
Yeah,
D.
it was great.
No, but like seriously, you know what I'm thinking actually too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, so this is kind of... You're too hot, Navi. Wait.
Wow,
It's
you just
hot.
Really...
So I had to... It's hot. It's burning. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Maybe that's what the freaking Gorons eat, the hearts and the rocks.
Yeah, it makes them like all hardy and shit. Yeah, I'll see myself out.
You're too hot, Navi. Oh, Link, that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Cute.
Oh, Link, that's the nicest thing anybody.
Navi's cute. You know who's hot though? Midna.
Manic Ultra, I see.
Midna, yeah, she's hot. She's cute, and then she's hot.
She can shoot. She's cute, and she can shoot. Can you? Wait a minute.
Cool Cowboy Bebop.
Close.
I
Close.
wish I knew where my fucking career.
Cool Cowboy Bebop.
It's time to blow this scene. No, you know, it was one of the best moments ever. Actually, you think stalagmites are going aphrodisiac? Oh God.
Or marital aid.
You can't get that heart piece until you plant this, the beans down near the fire temple entrance.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, and there's a business scrub down there as Child Link,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
He
And
sells
how
his
he's
shit.
surviving down there.
He sells his shit at like more than average price, or marital aid.
Yeah. I said both.
They just, you know what they just need to do? They just need to stick it between their legs.
God damn it.
Oh, did anybody ever read like the really like shitty creepypasta Zorax?
Hmm?
It's a
Sounds
Zelda.
like a drug.
Zorax is like, alright, so it's about like this virus, right? That's like spreading around. And what happens is like the children are immune to it, but adults aren't. So the kids are taken to the forest by these guys called the Day Crew from the government, right?
Oh, okay.
And then like they're given injections to stop aging. And they hear that like there's tests like antiviruses going around and it's causing like weird mutations. Like there's bodies floating in the river and shit in the like the sea with like weird growths on them, and then like babies up in the mountains are born deformed and shit, right?
What the
I
fuck
see where
is
this is
this?
going.
And then like the children who are forced to be children forever with the injections are like keep seeing like strange lights floating around in the sky and shit like that, right? And one of the Day Crew gets sick, and they all basically like abandon them in the woods because there's a contamination. And you want to know how the story ends?
How?
That's how Hyrule species were formed.
Link, get up, get up, get up, get. It was a fucking Zelda creepypasta the whole time. Dab.
It was a dream.
No, it was the no. It was like it was trying to be like this is how Zelda began. Haha.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Fucking. Exactly.
Go inside the spider house. See if you
Look it up. It's called Zorax. Like Zorax. That's the story's name.
Marek, go inside the Skulltula house. I think you have enough for a wallet.
All right. Oh wait, isn't there one outside the house like at night too?
Yes. Just make it nighttime.
You got a better idea, Monument?
Mm-hmm.
The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. I don't do that. And I gotta get the giant wallet.
Yep, that's next. I think.
No, the next is like the Stone of Agony, and then like the rest.
Oh yeah, right.
And
Yep.
then the one afterwards, I think, is the Link, get up, get up, get up, get up!
Get up,
These
Rudy.
adults are allowed to carry a lot of money. Huh. That's a bit outdated. Well,
Children only get $100.
oh, you know, that's how I saw it actually. Because at school I didn't carry a lot of money.
If you brought like $100 to like middle school in some areas, you get fucking punched and like beaten for that shit. You get fucking robbed, man. Oh hey, it's Grog. How you doing, Grog? Depression, depression.
Everyone stinks.
My life is a lie. Ah!
Oh yeah, there's a Skulltula at the construction project.
All right. Yeah, right across the street from the spider house. I thought there was one at the spider house too.
It's absolutely crazy that they do one-hearted damage.
So what do you think is like the best collectible in terms of like that? The imp pose or the spiders? The rest is spend 1% grown-ups.
Spiders,
The
because
rest
you get to kill them.
struggle to eat. You have to kill the imp pose too. Why is my nose so dry? Jeez. Don't get the Master Sword, Link. You won't be able to carry it. That's like the only fault of like the frickin' story. It's like, wow, this could potentially make sense, but then it's like, oh wait, the whole story revolves around the Master Sword and like using it to become an adult in like the future.
Yeah.
Save yourself the economic peril. Link, there's jobs, Link, but they don't hire, Link. It's all a lie.
There's no children labor, Link. Don't do it. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
There's jobs, but they don't hire, Link. They lie.
You know, it's like, if he was too young to become the hero of time, if every other Link was too young, would they all go in forward 7 years if they pulled the Master Sword? Or however long it takes?
And then Link said, ah! Save yourself, Link. The economy, Link. It's dead. We stole all our hearts. We store all our pots. Our rupees in pots, Link.
Like,
The nukes, Link. They dropped
like how
the nukes.
old is Wind Waker Link? You know, was he too young to become the hero?
Well, he
I
was the hero.
remember-
He was of age to wear the outfit and stuff.
Okay.
Wait, how come Wind Waker Link
Was he
couldn't
of
get
age
the
to
Master
use
Sword then?
Sword?
You know what's funny? Some
Yeah.
people actually theorize that the Wind Waker Master Sword is like a replica.
You know, I theorize that too, but I remember the sword's magical.
Yeah. Well, no matter what it is, like, the sword is always going to be magic. Like, even the magic... Like, remember, there was no Master Sword in Zelda 1. It was just a magic sword. He's literally...
Yeah, like, are they ever gonna retcon that in? Or something?
Well, once again, like, because I literally think, cause, like, Zelda and Zelda 2 take place in, like, the far end of the timeline, so it's possible that the Master Sword is, like, null.
Like, the name's forgotten.
Yeah. Because there were Zelda games with the Master Sword, because it's not just the Master Sword, there's, like, the Force Sword, there's the, well, the Force Sword is, like, one. The Picori, well, that's the same as the Force Sword. There's the Locomo Blade, the Locomo Sword, Phantom Blade,
The Great Deity Sword.
Yeah, the Lokoto sword from Spirit Tracks. Yeah.
The Great yeah, true, and the Gilded Sword too. That's like the Gilded Sword, which is it? It's just an upgraded Kokiri Sword, but even so. Wow.
Oh, you want to know how to get that piece of heart? You can jump onto the you can jump onto the spinning gears, I think. Oh, never mind. You can use the boomerang.
Yeah.
What literally turned Ganon to stone and was in Hyrule Castle? This Hyrule. How is it not the Master Sword? Slight design, like people say it's like slight design difference.
And there was move too.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Skulltula behind the house.
Somewhat agony, equip a rumble pack. But I can't do anything until I learn the Song of Storms. It's a weird, like, it's a freaking weird, like...
It's a literal and physical rumble pack made of stone.
It's a weird theory. Like most theories.
Yeah, check behind the house. Yeah, there's a Skulltula there.
Yeah, I knew there was a... As I always found that funny as a kid, like, there's a spider right outside their house.
Haunting them.
It's like, you can't kill me, you can't kill me.
Oh shit, here comes the kid with the knife. Oh fuck.
If I remember correctly, there's also like one of those patches outside a slight design difference. The entire game is a slight design difference. Exactly. Also, location, like the location is different. Because remember, it was stored in like the quote-unquote sacred realm, right? But it's like now it's under Hyrule Castle, and this is like the direct like sequel to this.
It was originally in the Temple of Time.
Yeah. Is this the one?
Like,
that's the game where like Link disappeared. Like this Link disappeared and shit in the timeline.
That's because, you know, he got sent back to his fucking, you know, youth and shit.
And then Ganon escapes. You know what's actually interesting?
I don't want to be a kid.
I was going to say it would be interesting if like that timeline and the original like you know the Ocarina, the child timeline and the adult timeline took place simultaneously, just on like different wavelengths. Because think about it, right? Like Link doesn't go back to the future in 1, but he shows up again like later. You know what I think happens to Link though in the
Link.
You know what I think happens in the adult timeline, now that I think about it? Link goes to Termina. He fails to save it.
Basically, he fails to stop Majora.
And he gets and he gets destroyed with it.
And what is he, like, banished? His soul's banished or some shit?
Well,
or is the soul just still reborn?
You know it's like heavily implied. You know it's like heavily implied too in Twilight Princess, right? That cursed swordsman that's buried at the castle.
It is Link's grave.
Yeah. And notice he's in a shallow grave. There's no marker.
It's at a tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died in battle.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
There was there's a whole theory. There's a whole theory about it that I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty intricate, and I tried looking for holes and I couldn't find it. I'm like, you know, this is the theory I subscribe to as to what happened. he marries Melon, goes to like make Orden Village, and then he's forced to work for the army because he like left.
He's their most trusted ally or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So does that mean he never got to use the Master Sword? Well, he probably did get to use the Master Sword as an adult
True.
in that timeline, but that other sword he's wielding, it's like, what kind of sword is that? I mean, it looks like the Master Sword. I mean, it has a similar hilt. It has a similar blade. Very close. Very similar blade. If you notice in the training sessions when Link and Hiroshi, clash their swords together, it's the same width and length of blade. Like
yeah.
It's like the same sword, so it's like Ocarina of Time Link was used to using that sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mainly like a whatchamacallit. If you are a... How's it going, Ellie? Aside from getting like bot follows, I think that just keep happening. I'm doing okay, and I'm just being generally lethargic right now, and a dry nose, which I really don't fucking understand. It's bothering me that much.
If he was in a shallow grave, that means he must have died in battle and they didn't have time for a proper burial.
True.
Or something like that, because
We're also talking Zelda theories.
It's unfortunate burial circumstances. It's ones that people hate to do because they feel it's very disrespectful to just half-ass bury someone who's dead.
Well, he's
But
dead.
it's something
Time to
that
bury him.
But it's something that happens in wars a lot.
None of this matters.
Yeah.
I mean, in World War I, there were a lot of shallow graves. It's,
Oh yeah.
if you ever seen any pictures of World War I, like there were a lot of hands sticking out of the ground and shit. It's a lot of shallow graves in the trenches.
The Great War. World War Z.
Be right back.
Alright. But yeah, like, I still say, you know what my favorite Zelda theory is, though? I'm doing better. Was Poppy streaming real yesterday? But, oh, okay. That's good. You're taking it easy.
Yeah.
Like I said, you gotta get like your rest after morning. Whatever helps the healing process. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no, exactly.
I'm starting to sound like that dude from freaking Grown Ups, though. Oh god, I had that on earlier today. That movie's really fucking funny.
Yeah,
But-
I like that movie.
So, Merrick, what's up, Monument? Merrick, what's up? This. What is this? Oh god. This is more, Foolish Samurai Warrior. Oh yeah, I love this video! The Master of Darkness, wielding a magic sword, wielding a foolish samurai warrior, wielding a magic sword, wielding a unspeakable evil, wielding a foolish sand-flipping just wielding a foolish...
What's up, Monument?
Oh, this is different. This is different, actually. Wielding a shape-shifting sword. Wielding an evil sword. Wielding a sword. Wielding an unspeakable evil. Wielding a fool. Wielding a magic sword. Wielding a foolish samurai warrior. Wielding a magic sword. Stepped forth to oppose me. I fucking love those videos. Oh yeah, freaking. I'm alright. Illy. You know everything. Look, Monument, I've been my way around. Monument, I know my way around the internet. No, but Illy, what do you think? What do you think of Chris Pratt as Mario? I say my personal opinion. Because I'm trying to get this consensus here. I say once again, if the movie was live action, right, and he actually like put on weight to play Mario in like a suit and shit like that, that would be freaking awesome. But you know, it's just gonna be like weird because it's gonna be Mario sounding like Chris Pratt now. Also, freaking like more Metroid news. I love that. Splatoon 3 redeemed itself in my eyes, I gotta say. Monument, though, that video was different, I should say, though. That was not the one I was thinking of, but it's similar to the one I know. You're not gonna... Alright. Mr. Noah his way around the internet. How about this? Okay.
Yeah, I think... Oh, yeah. I think you...
There's a bunch of theories I like.
Hey.
The only theory that makes sense to me.
Alright, let me see here. The Red Bread Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eugene always watches this video and references it.
The only Halo
bread.
We don't have either of those.
And the baguette and brioche.
White bread, the potato bread. What the fuck is gluten?
This is the oncoming rant. I really don't know I'm going to have to hear him, but it's a good start in comedy. I don't know. Like I said, it's too early. It's too early to tell what the movie, like how the movie's gonna be. But I really hope it's good. If Miyamoto's working on it, then it's got to be good.
I'm heartbroken for Martinet, though, that he's just a cameo.
I'm gonna need you to shut that bullshit up, Chief. We can't take shit out the bread. Why put it in the first place? I know you're smoking that pack. We got crackers, no gluten, but crackers. It's gluten-free. You want the gluten?
No, it's not. It's
Okay,
Illumination.
you plug in the bottle and just...
Knowing Illumination, they have to do like compromises.
Texas first, gluten-free.
That's like, imagine if you're making a Metal Gear movie and you can't have Hideo Kojima involved. I'm glad Hideo Kojima's involved in the movie.
Hideo Kojima. You're not going in the soil, really?
Yeah, it has to be right on the soil.
Yeah.
Just give it a second. Give it a second. They all have to go in, I think. Yeah, just let them go. Either that or you already got it.
This is the thing, though.
Yeah,
I didn't get it. I think it made the noise last time, but nothing popped out. Although I don't know why they don't have Henry Cavill anywhere near this. Or the movie. This Illumination's gonna be shit. Like, like I said, I can agree, Monument.
Probably did get it, or I don't know, maybe it's a bug, or I don't know.
Like Monument, I can agree. Yeah, it's Illumination. You gotta worry about it. I said this on a video. I said, like, look, there's like, knowing this, like, I have hope because, you know, I have hope because Miyamoto is working. You know, he's working on the movie, right? Like, he's helping with it. But the problem is, knowing Illumination, there's gonna be compromises, and
Story changes.
well, yeah, basically. And there's a problem with that. Like, how much you want to bet? Name one good Illumination movie.
Oh yeah, that Circle of Rocks. Was there a hole there?
No, I bombed it.
No.
Well, there is one. I know there is one there, but you gotta like. It's a weird ass glitch.
Oh, Gear was pretty good.
It shouldn't.
Despicable Me. Despicable Me
I
1.
think you did get the bugs from the. You got the Skulltula from there.
I don't remember getting that one.
Yeah, well, maybe you did. I don't know.
Yeah, like, I think like their only good movie is like Illumination. Though their only good movie is Despicable Me. Though I did find it funny that like Miyamoto brought up the movie Sing. The original Despicable Me. Yeah, exactly. I said good, not pass. What do you mean that? What do you mean passable? Like, Despicable Me is like legit funny. Like, Despicable Me 2 onwards, that's questionable. Like, that's when it becomes like very bland and bare bones. Like, I remember Despicable Me 2 just kind of like ending.
Yeah.
Like, they stopped the villain and that's it. Like, no detail at all. It's just kind of like,
Also,
oh.
I didn't know Illumination also made the fucking Lorax movie.
I'm tempted to say the Lorax only because of like, there's a couple of hidden details in that movie too. Also because of the memes. But at the same time, like, that movie is from. I still say, look, the two best Dr. Seuss movies are How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Cat in the Hat. So, you really have, like, the bar...
Oh, yeah.
The bar is set very strangely with that one. But yeah, like, Illumination, like, that's a... Like, I honestly don't know all of... I honestly don't know all of, like, their movies. I only know, like, Despicable Me, the series... Minions...
I also know that they made the Secret Life of Pets and whatnot, and that's... I honestly don't remember anything from that movie.
It was basically a
Then
knockoff of Toy Story, but with pets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then again, I didn't watch the movie.
Okay. I think I know. All right. So anybody want to hear a Minions fun fact? So the writers of Minions really tried hard. Remember, the plot of Minions is that they work, their story arc sort of is that they work for the most evil like person in the world, or whom they perceive it to be, right? So they tried really hard to not have the Now remember, who was like one of the biggest real world villains?
Hitler.
Yeah. So they tried really hard to have like the Minions not be active around the time of World War II. Because of that, right? Jeff Bezos. That is true, but sadly we don't. It's not covered. That's not covered in the movie, unless like after 3 they moved away from Gru and went to Bezos's Amazon factory where they have to piss in bottles. No, but like in the Minions movie, right? I'll talk about the Cat in the Hat in a second because I just read the other comment you made, Monument. But so here's the thing though. You know what they didn't account for when it comes to the Minions?
Oh yeah, there's a skull toll at La La Ranch at night.
Other atrocities. They are piss bottles. I thought they were like those squishy things that you squeeze and like have the water go into like parts of them.
Oh, like the stress, whatchamacallit?
Yeah. No, but like back to the problem with the Minions. So they tried really hard to not have them be around during World War II, but you want to know the other problem was?
What?
They would have still been active during both the Spanish Inquisition and the Apartheid.
Yeah, see on the window up there?
So the Minions have got a kill. So the Minions have got like an innocent like kill count on their hands. Once again, I just find that ironic though. They tried really hard to not have these like, not have these like stupid yellow little things like work for like, the Nazis and shit like that. But you know what the worst part is that like if you look at the dates in the movie when they're active, they literally worked for like 2 other like dehumanizing things, and it's like it's ridiculous.
Of La La Ranch. And they're like on one of the cliffy rock walls. Watch out for the Gaies, though.
The Guays, yeah, I got them.
Gaies, whatever they're called.
Now,
Yeah, it should be-
now onto your comment about Cat in the Hat. Did you notice that there's like, all right? So fun fact about the Cat in the Hat. Did you notice that the only real animal in the movie is the dog? And actually, there's also a couple of ostriches in the background in one scene. They worked for the Spanish Inquisition. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They forgot
That's
about, once again, very much like a weird point of view from, like, you know, the... Yeah, I know, right? They tried really hard to not have, like, these minions work for, like, you know, the Nazis, that they frickin', like, made them... Oh, like, okay, so they were active from this time to this time. They forgot about stuff like the Spanish Inquisition and the Apartheid, which are equally as, like, bad as, like, you know, what happened during World War II and the Holocaust and shit like that. Executives of, like, big companies that make movies like that are blind to, like, shit like that. It's really fucking crazy. Or it shows intentions. Like I said, I don't want to get, like, too deep into that, but like that, like I said, the dates line up and it's very strange. But yeah, as for, like, the comment on Cat in the Hat, though, but, like, a couple fun facts about Cat in the Hat, the movie. The dog is, like, the only real animal in the movie aside from ostriches.
Yeah.
That show up in the background. There's cardboard cutouts and shit of, like, animals and stuff all around and crap like that. It's a very surreal experience. The sad part is most people wouldn't even understand it and not care about either of those conflicts. Exactly. After all you were saying, I mean, they tried to avoid World War II, so I wasn't expecting the Spanish Inquisition.
I think there's still something behind that little thing here.
Like, it really, like you said, now here's the I when I was a little shithead, I wanted to, like, post that. I wanted to post that somewhere, like, I don't know. I make, like, a parent group sort of thing to, like, point this out. But, Illy, you do have a point. Most people wouldn't understand those conflicts or know about them, so... What is that? And even like, you know, because, like, there's movies about this shit, like, you know, you ever watch History of the World Part 1?
Yeah.
Like, the whole Inquisition, like, song and dance is, like, one of the best comedy routines ever. And the thing is, it perfectly talks about the conflict involved with the Inquisition. Literally, oh yeah, like, like, any converts today? No, not one. Nay, nay, nay. And it's just like, it's just torturing people to try to get them to convert to Christianity. Which is, like, very fucked up.
So, one of my, I think it's the theories about Zelda. Probably one of the interesting ones. I think I came up with it, but it's also, I think it's also been talked around. It has to do with the Twilight. I'm trying to remember what it was, but it has to do with Breath of the Wild.
They're 13? Wow. Something with number 13, but yeah, your Zelda theory, Mike?
So, I'm trying to remember because I think I was playing. Oh yeah, before you go to Hyrule Castle, check Gerudo Valley.
Oh yeah, no, I know, no, but I'm not going to Hyrule Castle, I'm running across to Kakariko. Yeah, I'm just making sure I get... I'm gonna try to go back to that hole in the, because I want to make sure I get that stupid Skulltula. Yeah, you were saying, Mike?
I'm trying to find it. I wrote it down somewhere.
Oh. You know, that's like the worst part about the. I have a lot of theories about certain games that I don't write down. I have to like, I keep them in my head for a while, and I'm like, you know, if I forget them, it's my fault. Oh, right, I forgot about this. But yeah, 13 movies. I can't believe Illumination only made 13. That includes Sing, is the weird part too.
They made that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, at that tree, that small tree, there's a hole that you can bomb open.
This
The
one
small
over
tree
here.
no, the tree that you rolled into, yeah.
Oh,
At
yeah.
the castle wall, yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Oh, this place looks weird.
Ah, yeah.
Big skull to look. Also, do any of you like Demon Slayer? I've not watched Demon Slayer, so I'm not.
Seen a little bit of it. It looks pretty cool.
Because I'm not I'm not as big of an anime watcher as I used to be. So I've really only watched like the most recent animes I've watched too are like BNA and B-Stars. So
Okay, I remember. I think one of the theories was that that the Zonai are actually where the Zonai were actually prehistoric Twilight people.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Only
it's
that's
in-
because they just announced the second season and it starts in December. Cool.
Oh, okay.
I gotta like.
Zonai are Twilight, are prehistoric Twilight, and I think the other one is what was it again? I think that's it.
Like I've seen the picture of the guy with like the big. I've seen the picture of the guy with like the big head, or like the pig head or whatever, and
Okay. You know, Scare, whatever the hell his name
yeah.
is. Yeah.
And I'm
Demon
like,
Slayer has nothing on Doomslayer. Oh yeah, there's a hidden hole near the tree, which is there's a hole in Kakariko Village that you can bomb open if you have the Stone of Agony, or yeah, check near the stairs and bomb. It's a tricky place to find, but if you bomb it open, well, you get there's a nice surprise waiting for you. It's worth it, the trouble, but yeah, bomb around near the stairs. It's over there.
like on the stairs or
Around near the stairs and near the house that's near the stairs. I remember there's a hole right there.
let's see here. Should I bomb this?
A little more to the right, yeah, like in proximity to the door. Not the cuckoo.
My favorite Zelda, my favorite Zelda theory is like the origin of Majora's Mask that I read a long ass time ago and I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
Where?
okay, not near the door. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stand where you are and face forward, like towards the tree. I'll try and guide you step by step because I know you. Okay, yeah. Now walk forward towards the stairs. That's where you were looking. Yeah, and yeah, bomb that area where you're looking towards. Yeah, there's a hole right there. I'm certain.
Let's see.
Somewhere. It's in that general direction. You'll know if you had the Stone of Agony, so I'm going off of memory because I know the exact hole where it was because it's.
Cause I feel like I've heard it around the tree though.
It's not near the tree, I assure you. It's like a bit ways from the tree towards the houses. It's a real pain in the ass, trust me. Or if I can pull up a picture and link.
There's a kid throwing bombs in the middle of town.
I can pull up a picture. 1 second.
Somebody stop him! Guards! what we call exploration.
Here it is. I found a picture. Here, this should help.
What we call exploration, I call... It's really... We're throwing explosives in the middle of a town.
Yeah, that's where it is. Just look at the picture and you should know.
Alright, let me see here.
It's a little more towards the left. Near this, yeah.
Huh.
You can get it as an adult, as a child or adult, so it's fine.
It's like right around here. I actually believe it's halfway
yeah.
from the tree to the house, but go
Yeah.
directly towards the tree.
Yeah.
Why would they put a hole in such a weird spot?
Well, it's because there's something down there that's, it's worth it, I think.
It's a
but,
hard piece, ain't it?
Not a hard piece, but,
Gold Skulltula?
nah.
You were like very, I wouldn't say like far off. But
Yeah, you're off. Go more towards the house, towards the skull
Yeah.
house.
Okay, so
Only got 5 BAMs left.
there we go.
Okay, prepare.
The game just said, "Oh, son of a bitch." This is a cool hole, though.
Yeah. First time this
Have
happened to
fun.
me, I legit turned my console off. I legit pulled the plug on my console. I was like, oh, fuck no. Sun song.
Oh,
Quick, use the sun
God.
song. Use the sun song.
Freaking redeads, man. Jeez.
Plus, this area is absolutely unsettling. It's just a bunch of water and like, cave.
That's all that's down here. Redeads.
When you kill them, you'll see. Kill them and you'll see what you get. In a way, it's worth the trouble.
Get off of me!
Remember to spam buttons as soon as they latch on. Yeah, that's it.
I control the dead, baby.
Yeah, but if you let the Redead walk towards the other corpse of a Redead, you know what it does?
They'll either start mourning or like they'll it's either
Yeah.
they mourn the corpse or they like eat it.
Yeah, the theory is that they eat it, but that would make sense considering they're living dead. But like some of them just stand over it. Like some of the Redeads have the crouching idle position, you know, where they're in the fetal position, and the others don't. So the body that they go towards to is considered their new idle spot. You know?
Ah. And all we got out of that was a gold rupee.
Got that out of the way. Don't worry, they don't respawn. They are permanently dead. They don't respawn down that hole.
I thought I was getting like a hard piece or something for that shit.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Well, I kind of had to play you a little bit.
Or a skull to I'm
I
trying
had
to
to
think.
play you because that actually once scared the crap out of me.
Play
as a
me
kid.
like a damn fiddle.
Explosions. And then you played us like a damn fiddle.
Ay ay ay.
Give it back. This isn't right. That was ours. We built it, damn it.
Yeah.
We built this base. Mother base.
Spying bitch.
I still say that like
Oh god.
Yeah.
hey buddy. How's it going?
They just vibing.
Who wants to voice the cursed Spider-Man?
I shall try.
Go right ahead.
I shall do it. You look like this because of the spider's curse, but Since you destroyed 29 spiders of the curse is starting to weaken. Did the kids who return to normal give you any rewards? You should know that the only way to become very rich is to destroy as many spiders of the curse as possible.
I wonder how this curse like works exactly.
You
Like,
made a deal.
With who though?
There are some tricks to fighting them all. First of all, you'll have to hunt at night. Secondly, keep in mind that they love soft soil. Trying to sound like a bug.
Kill them and put them out of their misery, Zuki.
You can attack them, by the way. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah. That scream like startled me as a kid.
It's like a muffled scream. And they scream and they scream.
And that's the noise they make when they attack you.
Shh, 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 shh.
Yes, they love soft soil. Pay close attention to your surroundings. Please. We're counting on you.
A really dark theory is that the Redeads are actually Sheikah and royal family members. I believe POWs. Oh yeah, right, the big conflict that happened. It's like, that's a, you know, and that also...
They're undead still. They are undead, you know, they're not monsters made of clay. They are undead, you know.
Yeah.
Smash Bros tries to hide that oh, they're just reanimated magic things, you know.
Also,
They're
Triforce
not
heroes.
really zombies. Yeah, well, why the hell did they come out of tombs?
Also,
Why are they
Triforce
muted?
heroes to some extent too, where they just kind of like turn into like a puddle and then they like attack you.
Well, you know what happens when a body decomposes.
It becomes goo,
Yeah.
which is what happens in frickin' Metroid Fusion. You get attacked by like the X parasites that infect the literal like jelly of the humans they ate. Really dark theory is that the Redead. It also explains like the secret grottos and stuff like that too.
Oh, that they were underneath that grotto.
People literally went underground in order to like hide from the war.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the Sacred Realm Civil War or the actual Hyrulean Civil War.
The Hyrulean Civil War.
The Sacred Realm War. That occurred after Ocarina of Time, right? In the adult timeline.
Also, well, in theory,
the
also
downfall?
the child timeline because whatchamacallit. Well, the downfall timeline that was called the
They told
ceiling.
them about the Civil War, right? The light spirits tell Link about the Civil War. Yeah.
Yeah, because like in the downfall timeline, it's called the ceiling war because Ganon comes back,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, fuck, how do we beat him? We don't have the hero,
The soul of the hero is in limbo. Can't beat it.
and it's just gonna be like,
Fuck it, let's just seal all of Hyrule into one place and build a new
is there
Hyrule.
something up here? Because why are there butterflies?
Ever tried to land a butterfly on a deck stick? You get a fairy.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It requires a lot of patience.
No, but
And
like,
you
why
just
are there
use the
butterflies at the
butterfly.
top? They usually also denote like a secret.
Not really. I mean, I think it's just an aesthetic thing.
Very strange. Also, have you ever tried to get into like the potion lady's house during the day? I mean, during the night.
I think
I don't know if you can. I don't know.
The reason for the theory is the Wind Waker's Earth Temple and such. Yeah, right.
The wind,
Where's-
yeah, is the wind? You know, it's like, shouldn't the wind temple? Shouldn't the Earth Temple? Some theorize the Earth Temple is actually the Shadow Temple. You know, deeper in the ground.
Yeah, like there's two. That could be. That's also like two temples that can like basically be the same thing. Oh yeah. By the way, I still say the worst redesign in like the remake of this was the frickin' whatchamacallit, the Shadow Temple boat, because I love the bird figure that acts as like the head of the ship.
The Grim Reaper thing was kind of interesting though, because it's literally the Grim Reaper taking the soul to the afterlife. You know?
True.
Yeah, that was an interesting change for the.
It's I don't know. I guess it's like aesthetically pleasing because like the crow or raven is apparently like the Sheikah's like animal or whatever.
Yeah.
Because there's a giant statue of it at like the entrance. You know what I'm saying? Like Zelda, like oh my god, like Zelda theories go really freaking deep sometimes, man. Like what? Like I said, like my favorite is still like. Oh yeah, I never got a chance to talk about my favorite one, the origin of Majora's Mask. I read a long time ago.
Do you think the manga one makes sense? Of
No,
Majora's?
I don't like. I honestly don't like that one. I feel like it's.
As like some sort of crazy dragon thing. You know?
I feel like it's too simple.
That it just wanted to. That it just had all this energy in it. You know.
Yeah.
That was from the manga that had all this energy and felt like destroying everything.
And
you know?
3 days worth of dancing destroys it.
Deity. Along comes the fierce deity and just plays a song and literally makes it dance till it dies. You know.
Yeah. So the theory I read a long time ago is that like Majora's Mask's origin wasn't really related to like the Hexing tribe at first. But it also has to do with like the Moon Children and stuff like that, right? So the theory goes as such. Majora's Mask was made by a child who was part of a tribe that used masks that represented something, which they wore from like, you know, when they were children up until when they were adults, right? That's when they took them off and shit, right? So the four current sort of children, right? One made a mask that resembled a warrior, one a fish, one a bug, and another a bull, or like a wise man, I guess, because of like the, you know, beard and everything like that.
Yeah.
So, from there, the fifth child, he made a mask, which was Majora's Mask. And because of its, like, strange shape and everything like that, right? And
Beauty was a warrior.
it has such a strange shape, and it's like it represent, like, what the hell does this represent, right? Because of that, the boy was shunned. It's the reason why, you know, like, he's sitting all alone at the tree and everything like that, right? While all the other children play around the tree. So what he did was he imbued the mask after this with the power to basically absorb his emotion. So it would change into something that would be, whatchamacallit, that it would finally represent something, right?
Yeah.
The problem is that it only absorbed his negative emotions. Because, you know, being shunned every day of your life, you're not really, you know, feeling too good and shit like that, right? It eventually, you know, fell into the hands of the Hexing. Because it suffered, like, you know, it already literally suffered, like, absorbing all of these negative emotions. When it ended up in the hands of the Hexing ritual people, that's when it actually became, like, you know, cursed. It already absorbed, like, a bunch of negative emotions. It already had, like, you know, all of, like, this dark history. Dark magic didn't help it, like, you know, anymore. And eventually it grew a life of its own, which is what caused, like, the Hexing tribe to, like, lock it away for centuries. Until the Happy Mask Salesman found it.
So, it also, the fierce deity came first, basically.
Well, it doesn't. The theory doesn't cover the. Well, the only theory that I read about.
Warrior with his soul in a mask.
The thing is though, it has a somewhat accompanying theory, is that like the first time it was unleashed, the fierce deity came to defeat it, right?
But is this fierce deity basically Termina's Link?
Well, no. It just says that he, like, you know, he saw, like, the evil the mask was causing and he went to go destroy it, right? The problem is because it was his power, no, because they were so evenly matched, right? They couldn't, you know, one couldn't destroy the other. So in order for like, you know, to last forever, he sealed himself within the mask, within his own mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Majora's Mask always keeps the mask of its rival with it for the day that they can finally have the rematch. The other lesser-known theory is that Link has a family with Malon and his great-grandson. And his great-grandson is Link we play in Twilight Princess. Oh yeah, I love that theory too. It kind of coincides with another theory. It kind of coincides with like another theory that like Link was like part of like the war that happens after Ocarina and leading into Twilight Princess. Like I love little fan theories like that that connect all the games together with like little through lines and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Twilight Princess is a clear connection to Ocarina of Time. It's a clear, straight connection from Majora's Mask to Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally go back to the Temple of Time in Hyrule in Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the same music that, you know, the... You know?
Yeah, they because they changed the location of Castletown.
Yeah, you know, it makes sense that, you know, when you hear that, you're like, okay, this makes sense, you know?
Though people do try to say that, like, the whatchamacallit, the Farron Temple or whatever, the Farron Forest Temple...
Farron Woods.
Is the Deku Tree, but that's, like, a little... It's hard to, like, so...
No, I think it's actually the Abandoned Forest Temple.
But it's more that Malon is with Link is the more lesser-known part. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Forest Temple that's in Farron Woods was the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time. It's just been so withered down that you can barely find remnants of it. Like, you'll find a few stone tiles, but that's all there is. And the Lake Bed Temple, that is clearly, obviously, the Water Temple.
Or an expansion of the Water Temple.
Yeah. Goron Mines. The Goron Mines are easily the Fire Temple.
And the whatchamacallit.
They basically.
I don't think it's the Fire Temple. I don't think it's the Fire Temple. I think it's just like the Dongo's Cavern just expanded again.
Wait,
with like industry.
It's in the mountain though, not in a cave though.
Well, yeah. Well, the Dongo's Cavern goes in the mountain. It's like a part of the mountain.
Yeah, but it's more like into the sub-level of the mountain, underneath it.
Still as close to the lava. But the more...
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
But yeah, Malon... Everybody ships Zelda with Link, but really, like, the only 3 people that liked Link a lot were Ruto, legitimately, after, you know, she becomes an adult. Malon... And I believe also Midna. Also Ilya, too. Ilya, I think, likes Link and Twilight Princess.
You ever notice that the people of Ordon have normal ears?
No, I never noticed that, actually.
In Twilight Princess, they have normal human ears.
That's strange.
I was reading the manga of Twilight Princess, and I was just like, wait a minute. They have normal ears. What the hell?
What the hell's going on? I had to literally turned on my Twilight Princess the game. I'm like, wait a minute, and I was just like, no way, they have normal ears. What the hell? It makes me now theorize that there's actually 2 species of Hylians.
Oh wait, I forgot about that.
I actually now think there's 2 species of Hylians. One, you know, one's with, or maybe they're from a different land. I don't know.
That I did not mean to do. You know what they really should do in a future game?
What?
Does anybody remember Groose, the best Zelda character by default?
Oh look, it's Link! Or should I say, Steve?
And literally skydived off the Skyloft.
Yes, the unsung hero of the unsung hero of frickin' whatchamacallit. Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
I still say this, right? In ones, I hope at least in Breath of the Wild 2 they do this, or like another Zelda game. You go to like a section, and you want to know what it is?
What?
You just find a village, and right smack dab in the center is a giant statue of Groose, and the area is called Grooseland. And all the people believe that Groose is the person who found, like, you know, Skyloft and everything like that. Like, he found,
And
like...
then all you hear is Groose's theme.
Yeah, it's like it could be like a remix or something like that, like a town version of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hey, it's the Running Man. Everybody...
That's the guy you gotta give the bunny hood to.
Yep, everybody clap for
And only
Dynamo.
he can harness that. Only he can run fast with it, which is fucking stupid.
You were just doing a search on lesser-known theories, and here's one that's super interesting. The Ocarina of Time's temples are remnants of holy wars.
Yeah.
I could see that, well...
1 second.
Yeah, probably, actually. So, hold on. Now I'm really thinking about this. Like, holy shit. I don't know about... I really don't know about, like, the Forest Temple is the thing, though, because... The really, like, the only sort of, like, holy area that I could think of would be, like, the weird chapel-like area at the end when you fight Phantom Ganon. Otherwise, the place is built like a fortress, almost. But I could believe it...
Wait, what about the temples that they were part of
The Holy War.
Oh, okay.
They're remnants of Holy Wars.
I don't know about that. Well, I think that's... Actually think, well, I don't know. Maybe there were actually places of worship about what they believed in. I don't know.
Like I said, I can see it. I could see it until like at least like 2 things, like the Forest Temple and the whatchamacallit. Actually, a theory with Groose, usually originator of the Gerudo race. I read that one before, actually. The curse has been broken. Thank you. Here's a reward for you. There we go. There's the giant's wallet.
Yeah.
What are the rest of the rewards? I know one of them gives us like a piece of heart, I think.
Piece of heart and bomb shoes.
Right. And then you get infinite
The final
money.
guy gives you money. Yeah.
When we
I
get
thought
all,
he gave you a piece of heart.
when we get all like 50 of those things, right?
Yeah.
100.
Yep.
Or,
There's 100 of them?
Yes, there's 100.
oh, excuse me.
I managed to do it on the 3DS version, and now I'm planning to do it on the regular one.
The Groose is loose. Dun 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 dun.
Find it fun. So,
What were you singing, Zig?
The 100 song from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh,
So apparently-
100 lies that you said to me.
so apparently,
Mm-hmm.
lolicon is translated to pedophile.
Good.
Good.
I know, I'm laughing my ass off at the people mad at it. Like, oh my god, are you people that stupid?
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, so... Speaking of Henry Cavill, I just look back on the chat. Henry Cavill, you know, Daniel Craig's final James Bond movie is coming out next month.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, Henry Cavill should play James Bond. He has the look. He's got the hair.
Hello
He's got the
there.
height.
I became a villain to increase the crime rate so the guards would have something to do.
Does it?
Alright,
He just has a constant smirk.
who wants
I want
to
to do this.
go for
I
it?
want to do this.
I lost her. You, over there, little kid.
You must have seen the white horse gallop past just now. Which way did it go? Answer me! Swear to me! Where were the other drugs going? So, you think you can protect them from me? You got guts, kid.
My man's just smirking the whole time.
What a piece of me? Very funny. I like your attitude.
I stole this glow-in-the-dark baseball. Catch.
That's a well-detailed hand. I just realized that. That is amazing. Had all 5 fingers and everything. That is brilliant.
Pathetic little fool. Do you realize who you are dealing with?
Spanish Inquisition.
I am Ganondorf. And soon I will rule the world.
Bye, Ganondorf. Nice to meet
I
you.
like Whereas Vinny from Vine Sauce calls him Fernando.
Fernando. Once again, has anybody ever watched the Ocarina of Time Abridged series by Adam West Lapdog?
No, I've heard of it. I started watching it. I didn't get to finish it. As a kid, I remember this scene had me so emotionally invested.
That video is like, I stole this glow-in-the-dark baseball. Here, catch. It's so freaking silly. I love it.
I haven't played Skyward Sword. Marek, didn't you play it?
No, I want to though.
I didn't get to finish the original.
I never got to play it.
Oh, okay.
I like.
It's on Switch now.
Cause I know I have a lot of games I gotta get on Switch.
Oh yeah, speaking of Castlevania turned 35, and they released a new collection of games.
Oh yeah, I
cool.
saw.
Game Boy version. That's pretty cool.
And the PC version is still plagued. The PC version of it is still plagued with like terrible freaking bugs, just like the original one. They can't port that
Konami,
shit over.
You're starting to. It's like Konami, you're doing some good stuff here, but fix the bugs, please.
Fix your emulation.
It's like you're starting to get on the right track again because you realize how much suffering.
I have a Game Boy emulator on my computer that could play the games better than that on PC.
Yeah.
Like, it's good for console, right? It's good for console. I don't mind buying it.
Ever climbed up onto the chains and jumped across, the top of the bridge, the folding bridge area?
Yeah.
There's a hidden 20 rupees.
Oh no, Illy, it's okay if you talk about it. Like I've absorbed all the information about whatchamacallit, through osmosis and shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
When you hold the ocarina in your hand, I won't be around anymore.
Except as she.
Oh!
I spoiled.
I wanted to wait for you, but I couldn't delay any longer. At least I could leave you the ocarina and this melody.
Telepathically. In my mind. In my mind. It's no use. It's no use.
You've learned the Song of Time. Oh, okay.
That will be absolutely useless to you.
So one is
after
Dark
you
Link is
open the door.
demise. That I never would have thought about, actually. That's interesting.
I don't know. That's interesting, but I don't know.
You know what actually someone might have found out?
Yeah.
That Demise's name might actually be the bringer of demise. And not demise.
Climb up the chains. Climb up the chains and jump across. Yeah, you'll get 20 rupees. It's worth it. Do it.
Oh, that's the torch sconce. I was like, what the fuck is that thing floating there?
Yeah, climb up the chains and then jump across towards the other chain.
Oh my god.
You'll miss it, but you'll get 20 rupees. Yeah.
We gotta.
Also, if you were to jump towards the gate, you know, you would fall through, which is as you're loading into the zone. Oh, go to the back alley. Back alley.
I know. I'm not going to the temple yet, though. I have some important matters to attend to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Welcome.
Oh, God.
Which mask can I lend to you?
Did you not realize that people are dying?
Do you want to borrow the bunny hood? Look, guys. There's something more important than opening the door of time. All right.
Mask quest.
We have to get the masks. All right. Look,
They're absolutely useless to you in this game, but they'll be useful in the next game. Don't worry.
Our life as a hero has basically led up to this moment. We have
Zelda's
to.
just watching and wondering what the hell are you doing.
Another one is Agatha, Zelda's sister. Oh, she's in Twilight Princess. Though. Yeah, I heard about that one too. Agatha, Zelda's sister. Oh great, now I gotta find freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Running Man.
Yeah, I want to do that one.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I just running. What do you want from me, kid?
Okay, Merrick.
What?
We have to make the Running Man sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger from now on.
I can do it.
He's wearing like the same outfit too, is the funny part. Maybe it is just like. Maybe it is just.
I'm minding my own business. I almost got run over by a horse and some man.
What's the name of the guy in the fucking Running Man? Who had like Dynamo!
Dynamo! I actually said clap for Dynamo earlier when I saw him.
It was actually in the movie called
Cheer for Dynamo.
You know, there's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie called Running Man.
Oh, I gotta wait for night, right? That's when he stops.
Kid, I'm trying to keep in shape because the man almost ran me over with his horse.
I need to pop
And there's a giant
most
cat over there, kid. Kid, take off your fucking bunny hood and let me run.
I need my bunny ears.
Kid, I don't mean to scare you, but there are some skeletons coming out of the ground. And we must crush our enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
You killed my mother. You killed my father. You killed my people. Took my father's sword. I bet with those long ears, you can hear the voices. Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from the animal of legend. I don't care how expensive it is. Please, sell it to me. My long-time dream, returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, stage, and prop have been united.
United. I jog and run strangled.
It's a 50 rupee mask, buddy.
York, I'll be back. With the
The
weapon.
dude is literally wearing it on his forehead.
It's over his eyes, too, is the funny part. He went back to... Oh, right, yeah, if you wear the hood, it keeps the skeletons away.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How does
Yeah,
this
it
guy
has a
live...
little bit of an effect.
How does this guy, like, live out here with these things?
Got
Magic
the bunny
man.
hood now. Well, he keeps moving, I think, or I don't know.
But he stops at night when they attack.
Oh yeah, when it's daytime, just stand in front of him. He will knock your ass over. It is so
I
funny.
bet nobody is faster than I am now, but I don't know if I should be happy or sad. In reality, this guy would be dead right now with all the skeletons.
Kid, do you mind if you kill all these skeletons? You know, they're just blocking my view.
You killed my mom, you killed my father.
My father's sword.
Now we're going to play a lovely game called Who's Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Shut up!
Oh shit, big one.
Kindergarten Cop
Put that-
earlier.
Put that cookie down now!
Who told you to
Hey,
eat
not
my
to be a farmer. Here's a couple of acres.
I prefer not to get. You don't understand. The air in here is getting thinner.
Die!
Arnold Schwarzenegger is.
What did I do wrong?
Listen to me, Karina. You got to get out. They're after me and my tortillas. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I need to look up the fucking quotes.
You gotta watch. Have you ever heard of Arnold Schwarzenegger is the little tortilla boy?
Hey, you want to be a farmer? He's a couple of bakers.
What was that one? What was that one family?
Out. Here is my hand. Here is my.
What was the one that there was like an episode of Family Guy where like it was Arnold Schwarzenegger was in like a boat with a guy as like part of a movie? Oh, what the frick was that? What the frick was? I can't remember it.
Not to be.
Annihilated.
I'll be back.
Arnold Schwarzenhausen.
Hamlet with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Hamlet. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, Arnold did do a Hamlet thing, you know, in one of the movies.
Oh yeah, right. Last Action Hero.
Not to be. Not to be.
Yeah, Last Action Hero.
Yes,
That was like a nice critique of like the film industry of action movies. Because it just kept getting like more ridiculous over.
Comedian Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Sylvester Stallone was the Terminator. Yeah, that's very funny.
Hey,
Go to the back alley.
hey,
Hey, Paulie, you know I was the Terminator one.
Rocco, what do you mean you were the Terminator?
God damn it,
I
Rock!
don't remember that, Rocco. You were a boxer.
I am Hotep, you are hedgehogs.
Hey, Paulie, you ever seen that show with the show with a guy that has a talking dog?
Rock, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, he's a family guy. You know what
Are
you're
you
talking
the
about,
boy from the forest? I finally met you. I have something to tell you. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, betrayed our king. Zelda's
He died
nanny,
protected.
Impa, sends danger and escape from the castle with our princess. I tried to stop Ganondorf's men from chasing them, but the princess was waiting for a boy from the forest. That's you. She wanted to give you something to the boy. If you received it from the princess, hurry to the Temple of Time.
Basically, what Ganondorf just did to that guy. I know exactly how Ganondorf killed him.
How?
Only one word.
See this.
Magic.
Doria!
Doria. What the hell does Doria mean? Oh, great. You sold it.
Yeah.
Please pay me back 50 rupees for the bunny hood now. Oh, yeah. Very well done. All masks are sold out. I knew I could trust you. As a reward,
now.
I will lend you this special mask. This is the Mask of Truth. This mysterious mask passed down by the Sheikah. With this mask, you can see into other people's minds. It's useful, but scary. Why is it scary? You may find out as you grow older and discover the true meaning of life.
It's because it's fucked up. Happy Mask tells him we are grown-ups, and it's fucked up.
Also, we get the Zora mask, the Gerudo mask. From now on, you can borrow any mask you want. Just have faith.
Same thing he said before. I mean, in the sequel. Have faith.
Doria.
Does that mean he believes in God?
I don't know. He believes in the mask.
Oh, and the other theory is that he's actually part of the tribe that had Majora's Mask. You know, that's a theory too, that the mask salesman was part of the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go kill Majora. Oh god. Am I the only person who sometimes like thinks of that one episode of the Oblongs when I hear Majora?
Which episode?
The one where like the daughter's like obsessed with like the Xena warrior princess ripoff.
Oh. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, let's go kill Majora. No, we have to save Majora. Before we go and do that, we might as well use this mask for purposes of our own value. Then we can take the shortcut out. I will fly you to Castle Town. Farewell.
Farewell.
You can make that frickin' owl stalking you into a horror game though.
Yeah.
I never found him scary.
Stalker Sasquatch!
Coming for your brain.
Stalker Sasquatch! So, do you remember the episode of Billy and Mandy?
Yeah.
With like, you know, when Billy got all the hair and then his mom was yelling about the Stalker Sasquatch? What do you think? What do you think that led to is the question. Like, what the hell does she mean by Stalker Sasquatch?
Maybe, like, back when she was, like, in her younger years, she was, like, stalked by, like, Sasquatch or something like that. You know what I mean?
It's the beautiful joke that's like, what? Oh, the business scrub is gone. Doria.
What was that?
What?
Oh, that was me going.
I heard someone sneeze. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
There goes SpongeBob. Ripping his pants again. Seriously, I have no idea why I'm here. I'm just a fan.
Oh, yeah, up in the booth. Hey, get out of here. Can I get some mustard on that? Oh, great, now I'm hungry again. Fuck.
Hey, what are you doing? Sorry about that, folks.
Stalker Sasquatch!
There goes SpongeBob. Ripping his pants again.
Sasquatch! Stalker Sasquatch! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! And they'll destroy us all to make it happen. Oh my god, fucking clowns. Wait a minute. JT is a clown. Oh my god. Destroy us all. Destroy us all. Wait a minute.
So there's a new Halo Infinite map, and it's beautiful. It's on the Halo ring this time, and it's in like a desert oasis thing, like a dried out area, and it's beautiful.
A desert oasis. Oh god.
That ray of light that's shooting out, I think if you play the Sun Song, a fairy comes out. I think it only depends on the hole too. So yeah.
Oh, Zig,
Yeah?
this is you, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, to make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku nuts. It'll cost you 40
Nuts.
rupees.
Note.
Let's make a deal. Thank you very much.
40 rupees. All right, now it's your turn.
Alright.
That's gotta be a weird way to sell stuff, attacking your customers.
Alright, you win. In return, I'll sell you Deku seeds. 30 pieces, 40 rupees they are.
No.
Yikes. I'm going home then.
As it's revealed in like whatchamacallit, that it's not that they have a problem, like, you know, they attack people. They can't help but spit out seeds when they, like, you know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird. What game was that? It was oh yeah, Big Fairy, look at that.
Ah! That is amazing. I knew it worked.
They restore your magic too, I believe.
Yes, these ones do restore your magic too.
We don't go that way. That's the way to the Sacred Temple. Forest Meadow. Gotta try to find my way back to the forest stage to show these things about this cool man.
Yeah, find where the
This is one of the best, like, songs in the game too. It's up there with frickin' whatchamacallit. What the hell is the name of that? Gerudo Valley. It's gonna be somewhere around here. Why is it?
No, not that way. Go back again. Back
Not-
the way you were going.
Yeah, it's not down here because
It's back towards near the entrance of the towards the Sacred Forest Meadow.
Oh, okay. I remember, like, the first time I found that, and I'm like, what the fuck is this place? And then you fall down that pit. I never knew that you needed, like, masks in there. This is the other interesting thing about this game. Everybody has a story about it. Like, what the fuck they did the first time they, like, did stuff like this.
No, it's because it was I find that pretty sweet in my opinion. Yeah, it was an adventure.
True.
Because we never saw Zelda like this before.
Alright, so...
A hint is if you look at the caves, the ones that have like a white light in them, those are the exit ones. The ones that are pitch black, those are ones that you want to go to.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it, right?
Yeah.
There's like a little white, yeah.
And
yeah.
if you step close to it, like, the black, like, it dissipates and you see that.
Yeah.
That's how I told, so that's the exit.
Yeah.
That's the exit. Here it is. We don't need to discuss anything with you. Get out of here. Out of my sight!
Pick up that can.
No, put it in the trash can.
Now just wear the mask of truth in that spotlight.
I don't like the weird sound effects when they, like, see you.
What the? That's the bush noise. All right, I think you did it.
They're afraid. No, like the weird.
Speak to him. Speak to him. You can speak to him.
I know. The weird. I'm talking about, like, the weird echoing, like, sound.
Oh, that's a crowd sound effect.
Oh. Who did the Deku Scrub? Was it you or me, Zig?
You can do it, Marek.
Was it my young Deku? I'm trying to remember if I did it. I'm trying to remember the voice I used for him. Well, the young Deku Scrub brothers say. Well, the young Deku Scrub brothers say you have a horrible face. But don't worry, we will reward you with many Deku nuts. Of course, we will also need you to carry more of them. Abracadabra! Alakazam!
You can come back there with the skull mask, and I think you get.
I did that one.
Oh, you didn't? They didn't like it?
They gave me the reward.
Oh, okay.
I went back with the spooky mask and they attacked me.
Yeah.
Where the frick is they said that it looks like their sacred forest totem. Where the hell is that though?
It's probably one of the Chica, the Gospel Stones, probably.
Oh, that does make sense. Well, no. They don't like this one though. They don't like the mask. They're talking about a different mask. Like the skull mask looks like the forest totem.
Yeah, well, that just puts my theory into that the skull mask was a cut enemy. If there was a totem about it.
Yeah, they say
Remember I told you I
like.
had a dream that that a skull enemy was not with that the wolf was that's at the entrance to the Sacred Forest Meadow wasn't there. It was some sort of skeleton knight.
Yeah, and it looked like the spooky mask.
It looked like the skull, it had the face of the skull mask. You know,
Huh.
it had green eyes too. I remember it so vividly.
That's weird. Cause yeah, like the forest. Unless that's it over there, but I don't think it is.
I don't
You
think
look
so.
like our sacred forest totem. I'm like, but what is that though? What is the
It's a
sacred?
tree. It's a cut down tree.
Style child. Yeah, like I said, like this game can be like weird with stuff. Once again, how the hell are you supposed to know what you got to do in there? There's a thing. I think there's
What
like
were they thinking?
Well.
AVGN. What were they thinking?
Oh yeah, right. What were they thinking?
Now, let
Who's
me just
gonna-
ask a perfectly honest question. What were they thinking?
Magic. Welcome back, Monument.
Hey.
Who's gonna dodge that? Nobody! Not the first time! You have to
I'll
guess.
have to know. Oh, this is a vertical 2D shooter, and it's gonna have an obstacle immediately at the start.
Oh my god. No, Rob the Robot. My favorite line from Rob the Robot. Fucking smicks a dick.
When he was pretending to be the robot.
Remember
Yeah,
the
how'd you
weird,
like that? Isn't that
remember
fun?
remember the weird enemies in like Gyromite?
Yeah.
Frickin' like the smicks or whatever, they love radishes. Nintendo enemies are weird. Magic! My name is Carl. You know how like strong bad, aka Carl, in that one episode of Aquabat just kind of like teleports away at the end.
Yeah.
He teleports us in here. Magic! Or technology! Alright, sweet. We're gonna pull
So
it.
wondering why people are afraid of technology. Technology!
Technology!
Technology. I swear to God, that's an actual paint. The way they did this is amazing. It looks like a real object they painted or put in the game.
Ooh, here we go. The moment you've all been waiting for.
I actually went to the temple first. As young and like, yeah, I didn't get the stones, so I just went in there. You know you can side jump into the door of time?
Really?
It takes it's you have to like do it at like the corner.
And you could just completely bypass like getting the stones and shit like that, right?
Yep.
Or you're locked in.
Speed running thing. Yep.
Maybe it really was
Yeah,
strong
don't waste
bad.
time.
And he
Don't
teleported
waste-
back to Free Country USA.
Yeah, don't waste your time. It'll just take you a while. You know, it requires the proper angle, and if you're not careful, you'll fall, you know, through the floor.
But then what happened to Cobra Man? If he was strong bad monument, what happened to Cobra Man? Uh-oh.
I always like that sound.
He's the cheat. Oh yeah, he's a cheat in a costume.
They literally just have a slot for these stones.
I like this song right here.
Yeah, it's like an orchestrated Temple of Time theme.
Oh yeah, son, we did it.
Yeah. Yep.
Zig.
Oh yeah.
Merrick, what is it?
Oh, it's so polygon,
It's
but
polygonal.
still detailed.
Is that the legendary blade?
It's that legendary
The
blade.
Master Sword!
You know what it is? It's like Navi knows what it is. When Zelda never told you what was in there.
Alright, let's pull this thing. Ooh.
I guess at that moment Link was completely frozen as soon as he pulled it. Oh boy. Hello, Link. It's me, Fernando.
Excellent work. As I thought, you held the keys to the door of time. You have led me to the gates of the sacred realm.
Yep.
Yes, I owe it all to you, kid.
Marek. Wake up, Marek. The chosen one.
You've been in a coma for quite some time.
And
Yes,
with
yes.
that, the Song of Time is now completely useless despite being called the Song of Time.
Yes, it's completely useless.
No, it gets rid of those blocks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. You've been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, yes, I know. You'd like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been...
I
7
am Rauru, one of the ancient sages.
And the owl who's been stalking you.
And yes, the owl that's been stalking you for your whole fucking life has been me. Ages ago, we ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the entrance to the sacred realm. This is the Chamber of Sages inside the Temple of Light. The Temple of Light, situated in the very center of the sacred realm, is the last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. The Master Sword, the evil-destroying sword that you pulled out of the pedestal of time, was the final key to the sacred realm. Also, what was the point in the fairy Ocarina if you just get the Ocarina of Time pretty much instantly?
Well, the Fairy Ocarina had powers too.
It allows you to talk to Saria. Also,
Well, so does the Ocarina of Time too.
yeah. Well, it's just a magic ocarina. The Master Sword. Have you ever noticed that everything is like of time in this game? This of time, Ocarina of Time. Marek, don't be ashamed. No, don't be alarmed. Look at yourself. Oh my god.
Don't be ashamed.
I'm wearing pants. Why am I in spandex?
Finally.
Why am I in spandex? Whose bright idea was this? What is this? Eddie Murphy's The Nutty Professor.
I used to call Adult Link Big Link, so I remember why now he said you're big now.
Yay, Big Link.
I was little. You know, I remember asking my cousin, how do I become Big Link?
Zig.
Oh. Look, Mark, you're big now. You've grown up.
The Master Sword is a sacred blade which evil ones may never touch. Only one worthy of the little hero of the title of Hero of Time can pull it from the pedestal of time. However, you are too young to be the Hero of Time. Therefore, your spirit was sealed here for 7 years. And now that you are old enough, the time has come for you to awaken as the Hero of Time. Well, do you understand your destiny? But remember, though you open the door of time, in the name of peace, Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. He obtained the Triforce from the Temple of Light, and with its power he became the King of Evil. His evil power radiated from the temples of Hyrule, and in 7 short years, it transformed Hyrule into a world of monsters. Don't touch! My power now has only little influence, even in this sacred realm. Namely, this Chamber of Sages. But there is still hope. The power of the sages remains. When the power of all the sages is awakened, the sage's seal will contain all evil powers in the void of the realm. I, Rauru, am one of the sages, and your power to fight together with the sages makes you the Hero of Time. This sounds like a mad ramble, to be honest. Hero of Time chosen by the Master Sword.
I believe him.
Keep my spirit with you, and find the power of other
Isn't he
sages,
dead?
and add their might to your own.
He's dead.
Here's the medallion. It does fucking nothing. Also makes room for 5 more, each as useless as the last. We got a giant novelty coin!
It's a literal Chuck E. Cheese token.
You received the light medallion. Bro, yeah, like the 7 sages literally do nothing but build a bridge for you.
Yeah, shouldn't that like add power to your Master Sword or some shit? That's what it really should be doing. Kind of like from a
Find
Link
the
to the
other
Past.
sages and save Hyrule, Link.
Yeah, I'll get right onto that. I just have to go fishing.
Each more useless as the last. Return
And each
this.
more of the temple's more horrendous. Well, except not really.
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
You know, a lot of people theorize you could have gotten the Triforce in this game because the Triforce is literally on the same page as the medallions.
Yeah.
I think that's like thinking with like collectathon logic.
Yeah.
We're back in the Temple of Time. But have 70 years really have passed?
Let's get it.
It looks like you won't be able to use some of the weapons you found as a kid anymore.
How? Why?
Because! Shut up!
It's a stick.
Let's get out of here!
It's a stick. Anyone can pick up a stick.
5, 6 pickup sticks. 7, 8.
Lay them straight. The London Bridge is oh, hey.
Hello, Sheik. Hello, Zelda. I mean, Sheik.
I've been waiting for you, Hero Time.
I'm a ninja.
When evil rules all, an awakening voice from the sacred realm will call those destined to be sages who dwell in the 5 temples. One in a deep forest, one in a high mountain, one under a vast lake, one within the house of the dead. I had to do that.
What was that? What was that from?
The game over from House of the Dead.
Oh, okay.
The House of the Dead.
Resident Evil.
One inside a goddess of the sand. Together with the hero of time, the awakened ones will bind the evil and return the light of peace to the world.
And become Captain Planet.
This is the legend of the temples passed down by my people, the Sheikah.
By your powers combined.
I am Sheik, survivor of the Sheikahs.
No shit.
As I see you standing there holding the mythical Master Sword, you really do look like the legendary hero of time. If you believe the legend, you have no choice. You must look for the 5 temples and awaken the 5 sages. One sage is waiting for you for the time to awaken in the forest temple. The sage is a girl, I'm sure you know. Because of the evil power in the temple, she cannot hear the awakening call from the sacred realm. Unfortunately, equipped as you currently are, you cannot even enter the temple. But if you believe that what I'm saying, you should head to the Kakariko village. Do you understand? Marek?
Just say I need a hook shot, god damn it.
Let's see, what? Oh, great. I can't.
And your buttons are swapped. Yeah, I know. That's what happens.
I can't use a frickin'. Literally, I'm only equipped with nuts and a fucking.
Bombs and fire and teleporting magic. I like how dark it gets in the temple. It's so cool. But like as soon as you leave and come back, it's back to normal lighting. You know. I love that lighting. How it's so dark and mysterious.
And there's
First time I
I thought
stepped
there's like
outside.
supposed to be like a jet of lava coming out of like the mountain.
Yeah, the first time I stepped out here, I was literally stunned. I was like, what the hell? You know, like.
Ain't there supposed to be
yes.
like a jet
And
of?
this is the second time I crapped on him. I pretty much, you know, had a shit fest. Yeah, Redeads are in the town market. They can't stun you. It's because of the camera.
Spooky light.
It's because of the camera, you know, that they can't stun you. Did you know that?
Yeah.
The camera is fixed, so it can't move when the Redeads scream at you.
All right. Zig, would you like to reprise your role as the ghost collector from
Yes. Ooh, you are quite an energetic young man. You're brave and handsome too.
which message monument? As I saw now is spooky light.
Mm-hmm. Your name is Marek, isn't it? Don't be surprised. I can read people's minds.
The one before spooky light. Which one? Here's a medallion, it does fucking nothing. Also make room for 5 more, each as useless as the last.
Yeah, I gotta head off. I have to do some work.
Alright.
Later, Mike.
See you
Have a
later.
good night.
All right. Yeah, you too. I'll be back.
Alright. If I looked as good as you, I could run a different kind of business.
The one after the medallion one. That's weird, because the only one I see after the medallion one is like, now is spooky light.
Yeah, nothing really like. I didn't see anything like pop up in like the automog shit.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. My shop is the only ghost shop in Hyrule. Because of the great Ganondorf, it is a fine time for a business like this. Oh, I can only hope the world gets even worse. The ghosts called Bows are spirits of concentrated hatred that appear in the fields and graveyard. They hate the world. Young man, If you catch a ball, I will pay a lot of money for it.
Now we're gonna be on a search for like the. Now we gotta be in a search for the big pose.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Monty's gonna try again with his message. That's weird.
Yeah.
Somehow Link was able to cross the bridge despite it being fucking destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense to me.
Probably like just swim across. It doesn't really look that bad, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, true. He could ford the river in those boots. Now there's just Poes in the field. Nothing is different about Hyrule Field, really.
Yeah.
We say light. We say fight,
Fight.
but we mostly just stand there talking about Mike Myers movies. Want to see my Austin Powers impression? Boogry, baby. No, wait. I can do this. Give me a sec. Cough. Cough. Wait, I got it. Groove. Hey, where are you going? What? Is that from something?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think Mike voiced Ingo, so...
I'll voice Ingo for this one.
Alright, yeah, you reprise your role.
There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheat the talent of the ranch. But... don't be ridiculous.
That was meant to be Robert.
That guy Talon was a weak. I, the hard-working Ingo, poured so much energy into this place.
Was just too late. Aw.
I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me.
I didn't know any of this until you just randomly told me.
Listen, the great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride.
No.
Do you want to hear how to ride? Thank you so much.
I can still do like the router. I can still do the Rauro thing. Wait. Should remember the There we go.
There you go.
I can still do the Rauro thing. We say fight, but we mostly mean just stand there. We mostly just stand there, stand here talking about Mike Myers movies. Want to hear my Austin Powers impression? Agree, baby. No, wait. I can do this. Give me a sec. Wait, I got it. Groovy. Groove. Hey, where are you going? Mary, come back!
When you want to dismount, stop and press A. Hey, young man. Do I know you? I just felt as though I've seen you somewhere before. If you use Zeke targeting, you can talk to me from horseback. Are you ready to go home so soon? Tisk. When your time is up, I'll kick you out of here.
I forgot, do we have to play him like Saria's song? And like he'll remember?
I think it's Epona's song.
Yeah. I mean, right, the Epona song.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to pay him like 10 more rupees.
Don't.
Cause he has to say something about like the horse.
Don't you have to do it like outside of the stable though, or the fucking field or some shit? I don't remember.
Cause you have
Right
to
on.
race him, and he'll like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I remember that and shit. Oh. Hey! Time's up, young man. You only paid 10 rupees. You've played around long enough. Also, don't you have to talk to Malin beforehand or some shit?
I don't remember that. I remember just going and like getting the horse and. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh wait. So yeah, Epona's gonna run away. You play the Epona's song, which will, you know, which will lighten
Yeah.
her mood a little bit. She'll go to you. So you have to ride her around the, He's supposed to tell you about how he's like gonna give the horse to Ganondorf. Here we go. Here we go.
You're getting better. How about a little race with me? One lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little wager. Say, 50 rupees?
Let's fucking do it. I'm gonna beat your ass. Fucking hell, he's. Come on, come on, come on.
You got this, Marek.
You Luigi wannabe. Ha, I've taken the lead. I'm doing it. There we go.
Yay.
Epona's mine now.
Shoot! If the great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation. Hey, you! How about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. he can beat you again.
Exactly. Actually, I've taken the lead a bit more now. Come on.
Yep.
Come on. Luigi wannabe. You gonna call to your brother Chris Pratt?
Talk about like Pepe Sylvia and all that good shit.
If they ever make a live-action Zelda movie, Charlie Day has to play Ingo now. Here we go.
What's up with that horse? Is that Epona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I better not race and lost. Shoot! As I promised, I'll give you the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch.
That bastard. It's almost as if I wasn't on a horse that can jump a fence.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
And we've broken the curse on Lon Lon Ranch. Now the asshole's put into his place, and we can ride our horse in peace.
Yep.
Good thing too, because there actually is something we have to get that's kind of important before we forget anything. And then I guess next time we'll head right over to the Temple of Time. Well, no, not the Temple of Time. The frickin' Kakariko Village to secure something that's important to us. Basically, these two things are gonna help us enter the Forest Temple.
Yep.
There we go. Oh God. It's empty. What did you do? Beast man, what did you do? The boss man says his appointment is canceled. Alright. So,
I remember this dude.
hey, it's the Ocarina. Play that song with it, baby. Oh yeah, that's it. That's the tune. You rock. I'm blown away. Oh no, I didn't forget that song. I never forget anything. But I just feel like rewarding you, baby. I have a good idea. My buddy Pierre is wandering around, so play that tune when you want to call him. I'll tell him to help you if he's nearby. Here's that song, baby. Now, he's supposed to pop out of like the ground over here. But now we've learned the Scarecrow Song, which allows us to get a buddy that we can hookshot onto when we get that.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the horse. We got two important components to any Zelda playthrough. So next time we're gonna get the other component, which is the important thing in Kakariko Village,
Yes.
and other stuff, because we can still get some more shit afterwards. So, what did we learn tonight, Zig?
Well, I've learned that, you know, in order to keep one atrocity hidden from the public, they've let other atrocities fall under the wayside and shit.
Yep.
Thank you, Illumination. And Ingo is still a Luigi wannabe and shit.
I also learned that a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. And yeah, so basically get everybody get some good all rest. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, as always, be yourselves and remember, mega like a high, mega heady ho, mo mega chai, mega mo mega hey, pickle barrel kumquat chimichurri chonga. That's the secret word of the day. Alright, guys, catch you all later. Merrick out. See you guys.
Good night, everybody.